From Westview High School, it's Westview Warrior Basketball streaming live at LaGwanamedia.com. This is Jerry Hoseller along with Jamie Miller, and tonight the Westview boys will play host to the Eastside Blazers. The Blazers are coached by former Westview coach Ed Bentley and are coming off a 12-point home loss last night versus Edgerton High School out of Ohio. The final score in that game was 49-37. Coach Bentley and his Blazers bring a 6-10 win-loss record into tonight's contest and find themselves near the bottom of the Northeast Corner Conference standings with an 0-6 mark. Chandler Pribble's Warriors are coming off a road win last Saturday against a team from the Northern Lakes Conference, the Plymouth Pilgrims. And that final tally there was 47-34, so a nice win for the Warriors on the road. The Warriors will bring an 11-5 overall record and a conference mark of 5-2 into this evening's game. And will be trying to avenge that 10-point loss to the Blazers last March 3rd when they were defeated by Eastside 42-32 in sectional action right here at Westview. Tonight's game sponsor is Weaver Furniture Sales with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, and in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. And we'll be back with tonight's pregame show, and Jamie Miller will be talking to head coach Chandler Pribble of Westview right after this 30-second timeout.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
I'll need it. Tonight's Westview pregame show is brought to you by J&R Solutions, providing unlimited high-speed internet no matter where you live. Call them at 574-349-7673. And now down to Jamie with head coach Pribble.
We're getting ready for the Eastside game tonight. And it's been a little while since we've talked. You had a kind of a tough one against West Noble, but you bounced back nicely against Plymouth. Really a resounding win over there, so against a good NLC team. So talk a little bit about, you're about 3/4 of the way through the season now, what you've seen, the growth that you've seen in our team over the last several weeks.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks, I think our ball movement has stayed at a pretty high level. Our guys are playing, they seem to be playing sharper and sharper. I think our rebounding has gotten better. The way we defended the post against Plymouth, they had a lot of size. The way we defended the post there was really effective. But our guys are, I think, becoming more and more consistent and kind of understanding what their roles are and what we expect of them.
Yeah. This season has been really edge of your seat type of action. I think almost half your games have been one possession games one way or another. So, but in recent games, you seem to play with the lead more often. Talk about that growth and how a team needs to learn how to play in that scenario.
Yeah, you'd think that it's a more comfortable feeling, but sometimes if it's a group that's maybe not had a lot of success, and this is a group that, last year they didn't have a ton of success, and now they're kind of trying to figure it out. And they've been in a lot of games, which is good. And we have had the lead more often here lately, but then that means, there's a little more pressure on making your free throws because that's the only way you're getting points at the end of a game since you're getting fouled, or, you don't want to turn the ball over, and you got to make sure you're getting stops. And there's just a little bit more of that added pressure to finish when you have the lead. It's easy to make shots when you're down 15 and nobody expects you to be coming back in the game.
Right. I think this is just an observation. I think the free throw shooting has improved as we've shot more of them during a game instead of, we haven't shot a free throw all game. Now we got to shoot one with 2 minutes to go. Yeah,
and part of that is we've got a team that shoots well from the perimeter, and sometimes they want to settle and just shoot on the perimeter and not attack the basket as much. And we've done a little bit better job of being more aggressive to the rim lately.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely better at driving than in recent than early in the season, I should say. So tonight you have Eastside coming in. They're always kind of known for their defense, and so Who do we need to look out for tonight against Eastside?
Brewer, he's their best guard. Makes a lot happen for him. Can get to the rim. Can shoot a three. And he's a pretty good athlete. So if we can contain him, I think that we should be okay. On the flip side, I think that I'm hoping that they're going to struggle being able to guard the number of guys that we have that can get to the rim and shoot it. So it'll be a battle of the paces here, because they're going to want a slow pace offensively, which is why their defensive average is so low, because they play offense for a long, long time. We aren't necessarily that way. So we want to get stops. If we rebound well, we can push the tempo, and I think that I'm hoping that they struggle guarding us in transition defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Try to get them upbeat or up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get them moving. So, well, we've enjoyed watching this year. We enjoy watching the guys improve. So, good luck tonight, Coach. And we'll be back to Westview right after this.
Thank you.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673. And we're back at Westview High School. Both teams out on the hardwood getting in their pregame warm-ups before tonight's ball game. We got about 6.5 minutes to go before the tip-off for tonight's game. Westview and Eastside. Westview at 11-5, 5-2 in the conference. Eastside at 6-10 and 0-6. And Jamie, Eastside's been struggling this year up to this point, and we hope it continues after this game is over, of course, if you're a Warrior fan. But they're coached by a former Westview coach here for 1 year, evidently, who still has a pretty impressive overall record of 31-12 in his stay at Eastside.
Yeah, his second year, but
right.
Last year they were something like 23-1.
Yeah,
I believe.
They had a very good season last year. They've lost some of their talent. I do recognize a couple of their players, including Brewer, who Coach Pribble alluded to in the pregame interview. Santino Brewer, as well as Caden Moffler, who was on the team last year. And the other guys, Clayton Minnick, I think, was on the. He's a familiar name as well, but a lot of new faces in that on that East Side roster.
Right. They had a class come through there the last 2 years that just did all kinds of winning, and that was a class that had been winning since 7th grade, and so they fell a little short in sectional to Central Noble, which almost everybody fell short to
right.
last year.
Well, they got a guy playing for Wisconsin now, starting and
exactly.
doing a very good job.
Yeah,
in Connor Asiga.
Probably one of the favorites for Rookie of the Year in the conference. I would think.
So.
They could be at least in the running. So, the East Side has a winning. In recent years, a winning mindset. They know what it takes, but you can see when they're warming up out there, it just doesn't look the same. You don't have the same level of athlete or shooter or anything like that. But they slow things down, so you don't want to get behind them.
Right.
You don't want to make unforced errors and give them easy baskets, because they're going to struggle to score. They're averaging almost 20 points a game less than Westview is. Not almost. They are averaging 20 points a game less than Westview is.
Which is shocking. They don't even average 40 points a game.
Right. And I think they've only topped. You throw out the Hamilton game, which, Hamilton this year is pretty much playing a JV schedule most of the time. They've only topped 40 points, I think, about 4 times, 4 or 5 times. One of them was the first game of the year, and then an Ohio team. So, yeah, they struggle to score. This time of year, there's a lot of scouting out there, and people know who to guard, and they don't have the playmakers overall to adjust to that and go one-on-one. So we'll see tonight. That's why you play the games. You don't play it on paper. They're not what you'd consider a bad team. They're just a team that struggles to score and to score enough to win. And so they're 6-10. And they play a lot of teams we don't play, so some of the comparative scores are tough.
Yeah,
but they lost to West Noble by 23.
Yeah.
We've played them tougher than that twice. And Cherubusco, they beat Cherubusco by 8. So where most other teams are beating them by 30 and 40.
Well, Eastside, Cherubusco, and who else is at the bottom of the conference this year? There's three
it's
teams that are
Fremont.
down there.
Fremont is kind of in the middle there.
Yeah.
But the bottom two are Cherubusco.
Oh, Garrett is the one I was thinking
Yeah,
of.
Garrett. Yeah, I was thinking sectional.
Those three teams are all winless, I think. Garrett, Eastside, and Cherubusco
are all winless in the conference.
Yeah, winless in the conference.
Eventually, they'll have some wins when they play each other.
Yeah, that's right. Something's got to give.
But, Westview, we had a really big win, and I didn't go to Plymouth, but I did watch the game later. And that is an impressive win. Plymouth beat Goshen 2 nights before. And you can say, well, they had a tough game against Goshen. They were tired. Well, we had a tough game at West Noble.
That's right.
And we went to Plymouth. So, that's an impressive win. We controlled that game from start to finish and just played. I didn't even think we played that great, but we still controlled the game.
And I think we've talked about this in the past, but a lot of times when you play these games that are kind of off schedule in the middle of the afternoon rather than the evening games, it can kind of throw a team off a little bit too.
And it just seems like every time we go over there to Plymouth in the afternoon, which you've been doing for about 3 different years now, I think, it's a slugfest offensively to get much moving. So it was really gratifying to see that win, and that should give our guys confidence moving forward as we really finish out the year against some, there's no gimmies left on the schedule. Not that we've had many all year, but Prairie Heights will be a test. They've been near the top of the conference all year. Wawasee is a tough NLC school. Goshen, who is, I think they're better than Plymouth. They just happen to lose that game.
Right.
And then, of course, Fremont and Concord. So all of those are solid or good teams and should be a good test for us as we cruise on into sectional.
One thing, I'm glad we have Prairie Heights here on Friday night. We have Goshen here and Fremont here, so that's a big advantage for Westview, I feel.
Absolutely. Having that home crowd and, I think most of those are weekend games. Prairie Heights is this Friday.
Right.
Get out here. Get out here and support.
Right.
The Prairie Heights fans are going to show up.
Oh, they'll be here in numbers, I tell you. They'll be right on our backs here, too.
Oh, yeah. So we really need you out here. And, it's February. There's no excuse not to be at a basketball game. Come on.
That's right. And we're going to pause for our national anthem. Paige Reedsucker and Ella Yoder will be singing it tonight. Nice rendition of our national anthem by a pair of Westview seniors, Ella Yoder and Paige Reedsucker, a duet tonight. A little change in pace. Sounded great.
Yeah, we are going to have, acknowledgement of Brady Yoder here coming up shortly.
Brady, of course, reached 1,000 points in that West Noble game last Thursday night. So he's going to be honored here after the starting lineups. So let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game. First of all, for Ed Bentley's Eastside Blazers, they'll go at one guard, Clayton Minnick, a 5'11 junior. Santino Brewer, a 6' senior, listed as a forward, leading scorer. 22 is Ryder Reed, a 5'9 junior guard. Number 24 is Loden Johnson, a 5'8 junior. He's a guard. And the other forward position will be Caden Moffler, a 6'1 senior. So Minnick, Brewer, Reed, Johnson, and Moffler for the Blazers. Now for Westview. Throw Hosteller at 6'2". Number 15 is Wiley Minix, 5'8", or 6'1" rather, South junior. Owen Brill will be in the starting lineup tonight, listed as a guard, 6'1" sophomore, averaging 4.8 points per game. And starting at the other forward position will be Luke Helmuth, 6-foot junior, averaging 8.4. Wiley Minix, Owen Brill, and Luke Helmuth for Chandler Pribble's Westview Warriors.
Ladies and gentlemen, this time, we'd like to congratulate senior Brady Yoder because on February 2nd at Westview High School, he reached the 1,000 career point mark.
Coach Pribble will go out with and present a basketball to Brady. Points emblazoned on it. Congratulations to Brady Yoder.
That's a lot of points.
It sure is. Brady, one of many Yoders with 1,000 points at Westview.
Yeah, I meant to go out there and count them before we got in here, but I forgot.
So we're ready to go, ready for the tip-off for tonight's ball game.
Well, to hit 1,000, you've pretty much got to be playing from your freshman year.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
And or have three Brady played a lot as a freshman. I can't remember the exact role he played, but or at Prairie Heights.
That was his best of his freshman year, I remember. Tip is controlled by the Warriors.
Man-to-man.
Right side, Brill. Brill comes up top to Minix. He'll hand it off to Helmuth. Bounce down low to Minix. Gets it out of trouble to Hosteller, inside to Minix, and Minix travels.
Yeah, we passed up about 3 shots that time, trying to get the perfect one. And especially early in the game, East Noble's going to generally have pretty good position. So I think Wiley could have turned and banked that one in, but
well, we had several opportunities, 15 feet or less.
Yeah, Owen had a little
pass underneath. Reed hands it off to Minnick. And now back to Moffler. Into the hands of Brewer. Brewer takes it down on the baseline left side, then pulls it back out front on the pass to Johnson.
Well, Eastside's doing a good job of taking the crowd out of the game quickly.
They certainly
Very
are.
deliberate. Very deliberate.
Certainly don't rush their shots. Brewer drives it down the lane, then dishes it off right side. Shots up and good by Moffler. So Eastside hits the scoreboard first tonight. 6.5 minutes to go, first quarter. Luke Helmuth. Bounce pass right side to Yoder. Brady stops at the free throw line and dishes it off right side of Minix. Out top to Brill, now to Yoder left side. Luke drives it, has it stripped away, picked up by Santino Brewer. Brewer has it stripped away by Jethro Hosteller. Good quick hands by Jethro. He'll take it all the way down and bank it in for the tie.
Nice job by Luke there, shielding off the defender without setting a moving screen.
Pulls it out front, now dishes inside to Brewer. Brewer double team, gets it to Minnick for 3 in the corner and got it. Eastside up 3, 5-2. 5:24 to go, first period. Jethro Hostetler drives the baseline, and we have a foul on a reach-in, and that's going to go against Brewer.
It wouldn't be a bad strategy for Westview to go at Brewer.
Right.
See if he can stop us or get him in some foul trouble.
Inbounding is Helmuth. He gets it into Hostetler, and he lays it in underneath. 5-4, Eastside by 1. Brewer drives it, puts it up and good. Big quick move by Santino Brewer. Defense kind of
it's not good.
Fell asleep there.
Pretty much hasn't been good yet.
Luke Helmuth at the free throw line, gets it into the paint, forces it up inside, got it to go. The basket will count, and he'll go to the charity stripe.
The last thing you want to do against an offensively challenged team is give them a lot of easy early baskets.
That's basically what's happened.
Builds their
here.
Confidence. And
well, we left Minnick open even on that three-point shot in the corner.
Yeah. You know, I fully expected coming into this game just with the history, you know, Ed being here 2 years ago. And some of the, you know, Brady Lehman plays for Eastside now. He used to be a Westview guy. And so, you know, there's some heightened emotions possibly going into this game. So
definitely.
I expected a pretty good game.
Turnover on Eastside is that pass from Brewer intended for Moffler, a little bit too hot to handle. Goes out of bounds, and Westview will bring it up. 7-7 ball game, 4.5 minutes now to go first quarter. Brady can't find the shot, gives to Jethro, underneath to Helmuth. Can't find the shot down there, so he'll get it back out front to Jethro. Now to Brady. His shot's up from 3, nothing but net for Brady Yoder, his first points of the night. 10-7, Westview with the lead. And a reach-in foul's called.
For those counting, I think he now has 1,028 points.
Yes, he does, because he finished the Plymouth game with 10-25. You're right.
Well, he's going to probably end up, depending how the season ends, possibly around 1,200 points.
He should,
That's
yeah.
That's a heck of a accomplishment.
Oh, my. Minnick double team, gets it into Moffler, goes right through his hands and into the hands of the waiting Helmuth. Luke gets it to Owen Brill. Back to Luke Helmuth.
I don't know if you pointed it out, but Owen starting tonight. Owen Brill starting, so that's a little bit different role.
Fall-away jumper by Brady is good. That's a 2.
I like this strategy to pick up half court here. This makes Eastside, it gets them out of their comfort zone they were in offensively.
Right.
And makes them do some stuff that they don't do well, which is handle the ball.
Minnick double team, stolen away as he tried to get the interior pass down to Moffler. And Brady comes up with a steal. Gets it to Luke, right side, wide open Jethro. He'll put it up, got it. Timeout called by Coach Bentley. 14-7, Westview with the lead. 3:13 to go first quarter. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week, scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken, and then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
We're back. Eastside breaks out of their huddle and Westview out of theirs. 3:13 to go first quarter. Westview is pulled out to a 7-point lead. 14-7.
Well, it's interesting in the next 3 weeks before sectional, we play 3 of the teams that are in our sectional. Eastside,
right.
Fremont, Prairie Heights.
Yeah,
So
we're kind of playing the waiting game to see what what we're really going to have to face. And it should be a lot of parity in that sectional.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of really solid teams already with 12, 13 wins.
Moffler hit that basket. 14-9. Luke drives the baseline, and we have a foul. That's going to go against Ryder Reed, number 22, his first.
Coach mentioned in his pregame about how we're driving to the basket more, and that's why we're getting more free throws. And they already got 4 fouls, so that's a really good sign.
Jethro to Owen for a 3. He misses. Santino Brewer skies for the rebound. He'll get it to Minnick. Minnick tries to drive it down to the baseline and has to pull it back out front. Moffler with it. Ball knocked away. Loose on the floor. Battle for it. Still loose. Owen Brill picks it up, gives it to Jethro. Now to Brady underneath. Minnick can't get the jump hook to go in. And Santino Brewer brings it up for Eastside. Inside pass to Brady Lehman, and he gets a quick bucket off the bench.
Yeah, we lost our man in transition that time.
Brady Lehman, number 4, 5'8" junior. Ball, or Jethro got it in trouble underneath, shoots it back out front to Brady. He'll get it to Luke for a 3, and he got it. Wide open on the wing left side, and Brady hit it. Or rather, Luke hit it. Good pass for Brady, 17-11. 6-point lead now for Westview. Driving is Reed. Pulls it back out, gives it off to Minnick. Clayton Minnick with Minnick's on him. Wiley Minnick's. And we have a reach in on Brady. Nope, that's going to go against Luke Helmer. Second team foul on Westview. First on Luke. Owen Brill comes out of the ball game. Checking in for Westview is Caden Yoder. With the ball, Ryder Reed to go left side to Minnick. Minnick double teamed out there by Jethro and Wiley. Driving is Moffler, and we have a charging foul as Caden Yoder got position and picked up the foul, or picked up the foul on Eastside. Moffler's first foul, team 4th now on Eastside.
Coach Bentley having yet another discussion with the same referee.
Yeah, he's working them.
Well, you know, the referee, I think, is being consistent. They've called it really close
Right.
this game, and they're continuing to do so, so we just have to adjust.
Brady pops a 3 and hits again.
And there's not much defense for that. You can just pull up off the dribble from about 22 feet. And
Tried it from Brewer to Brady Lehman, and
we're lucky he threw a bad pass because he was wide open again under
He
the
was.
basket. So our defense it's been a little suspect this first quarter.
Brady Lehman broke loose for the second time since he's come in. And yeah, you're right. A good pass there would have been an easy basket for Eastside. 20-11. Westview will be content to take the last shot of the quarter if they can here. 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, it looks like Eastside might be going to now it's hard to tell if they're man-to-man or if they're in like a 3-2.
Looks like they're man, but and a turnover on Westview.
Wow. They're calling everything tonight.
Yeah, they are.
That
Was that a
seems pretty-
double dribble or something?
No,
or a
they called
carry
an
or-
offensive foul, I believe.
Oh, yeah, they did because they put up the numbers.
And that's
Luke.
Luke's second. And both combined don't amount to some of the fouls they call.
Pass comes in to Santino Brewer with 10 seconds. Traveling violation goes against Ryder Reed, and it'll be Westview ball with 8.6. Plenty of time to score here if we can get it up court. Wiley Minnick will trigger it in for the Warriors. Brady Yoder alone in the backcourt. He gets the inbound pass. Brings it across the timeline. 3 seconds. He'll pop it. And it's no good short, and that'll do it. So we played the first 8 minutes of basketball here at Westview. And our score after the first period, Westview 20, Eastside 11. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this. Pizza Depot on South Jefferson Street in Millersburg features delicious pizza and breadsticks, along with fresh salads. Dine in, carry out, and delivery are all available at Pizza Depot. Pizza Depot, 104 South Jefferson Street in Millersburg. 942-4229.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,400.
Connection in our headsets. We're back ready for second quarter action, 20-11 as we begin the second quarter. Westview with the lead. Eastside will be inbounding. Clayton Minnick, number 10, will inbound for Eastside, as it looks like they have their original starting lineup back out on the floor.
One thing to look for here is Luke. He has got to avoid that third foul. Sometimes he's very physical, and we need that, but sometimes he gets a little bit in foul trouble, and that hurts.
Shot from three-point land is good by Ryder Reed, his first points of the ball game. And that pulls Eastside back within 6.
And that is the downside of trapping, when they can skip it across that way.
Gives off right side to Helmuth, now to Brady. Gives it off to Jethro, inside to Wiley. Now to Luke, he drives into the lane and kind of off balance, lost his balance, and it's the loose ball picked up by Loden Johnson. Into the hands of Minnick. Minnick goes there, so he gives off to Santino Brewer. Minnick, look. Gives it off to Moffler, back to Minnick now. Picked away by Luke. Fortunately, he didn't get called for a foul there.
That's one thing about Luke. Doesn't matter how many fouls, he plays the same way.
But
you have to.
You can't have a rest here as Owen Brill checks back in for Luke Helmuth.
Yeah, let's see if Luke can get, or not Luke, Owen can get started here. We need his offense, and he's got some good length out there. Missed his first 3, but you know he needs to be able to take it to the basket or create some offense when the 3 is not open.
Ball inbounded, out front it comes to Loden Johnson. He'll go right side to Minnick. Bounce pass down on the baseline. Moffler, the quick give and go to Minnick, and he misses a shot. Rebound, Brady Yoder. He'll get it to Camden Yoder, who I've been calling Caden all night for some reason.
Well, if you did, I didn't even notice, so we're both at fault.
Camden down low now, and the bounce pass to Hostetler. Now to Brill. Good jump hook there for Owen as he lays it in. Owen's first 2 of the night.
And watching that Plymouth game, I really noticed how these guys, they move well without the ball and they know where each other is. And that's something that's really improved in recent games. And that was a perfect example.
And that you kind of expect to happen this time of year. I mean, like you said in the pregame, they're 3/4 of the way through the year, and it's good to see that improvement. Down low pass comes to Camden Yoder. He'll give it to Owen Brill. 22-16 is our score. Westview with the lead. Jump shot from inside the paint, no good, off the mark for Brady. And the rebound's pulled down by Moffler. He gets it into the hands of Ryder Reed. Reed to Minnick. Shot from the corner by Brewers, off the mark, no good. Rebound comes down to Jethro Hostetler. He'll give it to Brady, right back to Jethro. He drives it into the lane, puts it up, and he's going to get the bounce.
He got such a soft shot in there, doesn't he?
Does. That's a pretty shot.
8 for him already.
Yeah. Leading scorer for Westview. 24-16. Eastside with the basketball, trailing into the lane. Shots up and good. A little bit of contact in the paint there, but probably a good no call. Wiley Minnick's driving and tries to hit Owen Brill. Brill was cutting out toward the wing on the left side, and it goes out of bounds. Brady Lehman coming back into the ball game.
Yeah, Wiley threw it to where Owen was. But
yeah, right.
When Wiley turned.
Loden Johnson comes out. We have a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout called by Eastside. 24-18 as our score. 4:21 to go on the half. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Height Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Height Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Height Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
And we're back at Westview. 24-18 is our score. Westview with the lead. 4:21 to go first half.
I think what we need to see defensively is what's happening is Eastside is able to penetrate the middle. And when they drive in there, they're dumping it off for layups or short little shots. We've got to be able to keep them out of the lane.
And that we haven't done so far. We've lost them under there a few times. Santino Brewer brings it across the timeline. They'll go left side to Minnick.
There, good job that time, keeping them out of the middle.
Shut it off. Camden came over to help out. Driving down to the baseline is Brewer. Moffler, left side, it'll come to Reed. Brady Lehman tries to drive on Camden and gives off to Reed in the corner. He had the open three, but passed it up. He'll give off to Brewer now left side. Brewer fakes it, almost faked himself out there. Takes a shot, misses, and Luke Helmuth rips the rebound out for Westview. Quickly up court will come to Owen Brill. He'll try to feed Minnick inside. There again, Brill had the shot. He should have just taken it. Ball goes out of bounds, knocked out by Luke Helmuth. That'll be Eastside basketball as Jethro Hostetler comes back in for Westview.
Yeah, we're seeing real tentative play tonight out of a few guys. That's unusual. So they just need to relax, have fun. Remember, they're playing basketball. They're not giving a speech in front of their class or anything.
That's right. And that's kind of horrifying to some of these kids, I'm sure. They'd much rather be out here playing. Moffler on the baseline, being guarded by Helmuth. And like you said, he's not giving away anything, even though he has a couple of fouls on defense. Brewer between the circles, takes it right side. We'll pull it back out front to Brady Lehman. Backdoor pass, too hot to handle, and Minnick couldn't corral it. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Westview ball underneath the east side basket.
Well, I think we're adjusting a little bit to not having Wade running things out there. So sometimes that takes a little while. We had really got a good rhythm going.
Camden Yoder. Right side of Brill to Hostetler. Back to Brill. Camden with a three. And he hits. Well, you can't leave him open, that's
Nope.
for sure.
Kind of the silent assassin out there.
Yeah, he is. First points of the ball game for Camden now, 27-18. Westview up 9. 2 minutes to go first half. Minnick with a three, and he answers.
Well, I don't know if Eastside's used to shooting 100% from three, but I don't think they're 100%, but they're pretty good.
Well, yeah, they have
3 for 4 maybe.
Many. It's their third of the night. Shot up and good off the glass, and a good drive to the basket by Luke Helmuth. 8 now for Luke. Shot from the corner. Minnick shots long, no good, and Brady Lehman goes up for the rebound, and he is fouled on an undercut by Camden. Camden's first foul, team's 4th on Westview. Timeout called by Coach Cribble of Westview.
Full timeout.
And we'll be back in 60 seconds.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204. 29-21, a minute and a half to go in the first half. Westview with the basketball. They'll be inbounding underneath the Eastside basket, or the Westview basket. No, it's the Eastside basket. No, I'm completely wrong. It's Eastside's basketball. Never mind. Eastside is inbounding underneath their own basket, and Brady Lehman scores right off the inbound pass. His second field goal of the night, 29-23. Luke Helmuth to Camden Yoder to Brady Yoder. Brady gets a nice pick from Jethro in the corner. Camden misses this time. Looked good, but didn't go. Ryder Reed gets it to Minnick. Minnick to Lehman. Lehman drives the baseline, tries to shoot it across. Good anticipation by Luke to cut in there and knock it down, but couldn't prevent it from going out of bounds. And that's the area where you don't really want to save a basketball from going out of bounds, like with a wide.
No, you don't want to save it back in because you'll get an assist.
Right. 9 times out of 10, you'll get an assist on a bunny. Minnick gets it to Moffler. Moffler goes left side to Reed. Lehman. Brewer drives it to the basket, puts up the runner, got it. Brewer's 6th point of the night, and it's just a 4-point lead now for Westview. 25 seconds to go in the half. Slim crowd on hand for tonight's ball game. We hope we fill this gym up on Friday against Prairie Heights.
Yeah, the old Tuesday night special.
Yeah. It's one of those games where you have the diehards. That's about it. Intercepted by Brady Lehman. Ball tipped out of bounds by Luke. It's going to stay in the hands of Eastside with 1.6 seconds to go.
Well, I don't know. I just praised our offense pregame, and I haven't seen it look this bad in a long time.
Well, we kind of had a bad half at West Noble. And
yeah,
we
we
came
did.
back in that second half, so maybe it'll be that way this time. And the buzzer sounds for the end of the first half of play here in Westview with the lead. 29-24 as the teams go into the locker room. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, and we'll be back with halftime scoring right after this.
LaGwana is your local one-stop shop for design, print and signage, vehicle graphics, publications, web design, photography, promotional products. LaGwana, the better we know you, the better we serve you. Like what you see? Get started today at LaGwana.com. LaGwana, helping you get where you LaGwana go.
Remodeling in the near future? Dale Fry at Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is the right man for the job. Get a new look for your bathroom, kitchen, garage, attic, or anywhere else in your house. Dale is fully trained, licensed, and insured. No subcontractors, just Dale and his son, Owen, will do the job. Call 260-463-3970 or visit dalesdependablehandyman.com.
Dry Forest Wood Products in Shipshewana offers high-quality lumber drying with their vacuum kiln drying process. At Dry Forest, we believe in valuing the life of a tree by respecting its integrity and enjoying its natural beauty. Dry Forest Wood Products with over 40 years of lumber drying experience. Located at 4325 North, 675 West in Shipshewana. Call 260-768-7714.
Pizza Depot on South Jefferson Street in Millersburg features delicious pizza and breadsticks, along with fresh salads. Dine-in, carry-out, and delivery are all available at Pizza Depot. Pizza Depot, 104 South Jefferson Street in Millersburg. 574-642-4229.
Welcome back to Westview as we're watching the future Warriors play out here. I think it's the 6th against the 7th. Our halftime show tonight is brought to you by Pizza Depot in Millersburg, featuring mac and cheese pizza as their February pizza of the month. Eastside came into this game 6-10, averaging 39 points a game. Right now they got 25, so they're well over half of that. So Westview has a little work to do, I think, in the locker room. But Eastside tonight, Brady Lehman's got 4 points, Clayton Minnick 6, 2 3-pointers. Santino Brewer has 6 with 3 2-pointers. Ryder Reed 3, and Caden Mogler had 6 with 3 2-pointers. So 3 guys with 6, and then 4 and 3. So real balanced for Eastside. For Westview, Jethro Hostetler tied for the lead tonight. He's got 8. Brady Yoder has 8. Camden Yoder shot he shot 2 threes, made 1 there in the second quarter for his 3 points. Owen Brill had a little pull-up in the lane, and Luke Helmuth makes the 3rd Westview player with 8 tonight. So fairly balanced scoring for Westview as well. The big glaring omission I see, Wiley Minnick with 0 points.
Right.
And I think only 1 shot. And
he took one underneath.
We saw that a little. We saw that against West Noble too. I think he had 2 points at halftime, and then came out and had like 14 for the game. We really need that in the second half. We need he and Owen to really get cranking this quarter. At least get aggressive. That doesn't necessarily they'll be the ones scoring, but get aggressive and make plays.
Well, I think you described it well by using adjective that we're tentative.
Yep, we are.
So
and
yeah.
You know, we don't know the circumstances, but Wade's not out there tonight. And he's kind of a point guard, spread the ball around, play with a lot of energy, hits a shot when he's open. And not having that out there puts guys in different roles.
Well, you know, it's not always the top scorer that's going to knock you off. And I think this is a prime example in this game tonight. When you have Wade that's a good defender and, like you said, distributes the basketball very well. I think they miss him.
Yeah, I agree. So I would expect us to have some good talks at halftime and come out and play a little more relaxed this half. You know, we had a 9-point lead there a couple of times and should have maybe extended that a little. But give Eastside credit. They're hitting their shots when they're open, and they're not taking bad ones. And they're playing good defense on our shooters.
Well, I tell you, Coach Bentley was very happy with his team as they went to the locker room as they knocked down that. What were we up, 10 or 11?
We were the last I saw was 30-21.
Okay, 9 points.
I think
maybe.
Yeah, we have 9-point lead a couple of times. It was 20-11 and then 30-21. But we're just not able to extend that, and now it's as close as it's been since it was early in the game. So, well,
29-25 is our halftime score.
I think. Go ahead. I just think that we've risen and fallen on Brady and his leadership. He didn't take a lot of shots that first half.
He didn't. Hit
Had a little spurt
of
of 8 points, and then they kind of kept him from getting a lot of. He's had to handle the ball a little bit more, and
right.
So I would expect us to come out and play hard and get a good start to the second half.
Well, we're not missing a lot of shots. We're just not taking that many, right? I mean, I don't think our shooting percentage is that.
No, it's not that bad. Yeah, this is it's a more deliberate style for Eastside, and so you don't get as many possessions.
Our scoring is pretty well distributed. As you mentioned, there's 3 with 8 points. Jethro, Brady, and Luke all have 8 points in that first half. But we've got to come out with more confidence and more aggression in this second half.
Yeah, I think it was a key, Luke not getting his third foul. He played played the whole second quarter
right.
with only with 2 fouls. So,
and like we said, he didn't back off on his defense necessarily.
No.
It just was fortunate he didn't pick up that third foul.
Yeah, our interior defense, and our perimeter defense I'm sure it's being pointed out
sure.
in the locker room.
Yeah. So we'll take a little break here. We've got the 6th grade boys basketball team, I think, playing out here. A lot of talent on that team from what I hear, and they're the stars of the future.
Yeah, they were undefeated. I thought they said something about 7th grade, but I'm not sure.
Maybe it is 7th.
I don't know. No, I know 6th grade's out there. I
Okay.
don't know if the white team is 7th or not. I'm not familiar enough with the players.
They look a little bit more seasoned, but I'm not sure. But, yeah, it's entertaining the crowd here at halftime.
Well, everybody's smiling when young kids are playing.
That's right. And we've got a former Westview star, Derek Yoder's out there coaching them. Along with Coach Ron, who's got some kids out there. Coach Ron, of course, the baseball coach here at Westview. So we'll be back with more of our halftime right after this. 2 minutes.
Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,400.
Our halftime show tonight was brought to you by Pizza Depot in Millersburg, featuring mac and cheese pizza as their February pizza of the month. Getting set for the second half now. Westview with a slim 4-point lead over Eastside as we begin the second half, and kind of anticipating a little bit better performance here for the Warriors in the second half.
We would hope, that We were talking about hopefully having a double-digit lead going into halftime with 1:30 to go.
That didn't work out so well, did
Got
it?
outscored 4-0 the rest of the time, and so I think it's Eastside's ball to start. No, it's our ball to start this quarter. Really important to come out here and put some separation, I think. You don't want them tying it up or taking the lead, and then you're just in a fight the rest of the way. So I think it starts, we're much better in transition. We got to get in transition, and the only way to do that is get some stops. Rebounds, steals, whatever, and get out and go. And we're just, right now, we're not doing that.
Yeah, let's start it off with a good offensive possession here. And maybe that'll set the tone.
Let's see if they run something for Wiley Minix early on and see if we can get him going.
Wiley was shut out in that first half. Came in with a 12.9 point per game average, second on the team behind Brady Yoder. We'll start with our regular starting five. Jethro Hosteller, Luke Helmuth. Jethro drives it to the basket, puts up the runner and got it. Jethro hits double digits with 10. Good start for the Warriors. Owen Brill also in there. Wiley Minix, Jethro Hosteller, as I mentioned. Luke Helmuth, I think they hit them all now. It looks like Eastside has their original starters as well. A good reverse layup by Moffler as he puts it in. He has 8. So the two teams exchange baskets here in the early going of the second half. Brady double team. Now there's Wiley with a shot, nothing but net, and a good start for Wiley to begin this second half.
Yeah, he hasn't been open much, and that time they doubled Brady in the corner, which was curious considering he didn't have his dribble left.
And they left Wiley wide open. And he took advantage of it. Minnick. So we have a Minix, they have a Minnick. Shot from Brewer from the corner, no good. Moffler with the offensive board, but can't get it to go, and it looked like Luke got his hand in there and blocked it a little bit. Brady down, coast to coast. He misses the layup, and it's picked up by Reed. Brewer drives it, puts it up and in.
Yeah, I thought Brady got hit on that layup.
Yeah,
threw
it did
him
look
off balance.
34-29. Westview with the lead by 5. Minix gives off to Jethro. Good quick first step. Puts it up. Got the basket. And he'll go to the free throw line.
Jethro's taking advantage of his matchups tonight really well. I like his aggression.
Taking it right to the hoop. Got a size advantage, and he is quick. That first.
He's deceptively quick, isn't he?
Yeah.
Gets that first step. And
that's a good way to describe it. Deceptively quick, yeah. Can't get the free throw to go, but it's tipped out to Brady, and then he has it stripped from behind by Minnick. Clayton Minnick brings it up for Eastside.
Yeah, I don't think Brady knew anybody was behind him that time.
No, he had no clue. With the ball is Johnson. Johnson gives off to Minnick. Moffler to Brewer. 36-29, Westview with the lead. Nearing the 6-minute mark to go in the third quarter. Reed goes right side to Minnick. Takes it down to the baseline and pulls it back out. Takes it into the lane and gives off to Johnson. In the corner left side, it'll go to Reed. Reed on a bounce pass to Brewer, and Brewer travels. So Westview will inbound right in front of their former head coach, Ed Bentley, in front of the Eastside bench.
See, the only player that would have played for it under Ed is Brady.
That's true.
Because even though he's a senior, I don't believe
None
Jethro
of the others played as freshmen. Shot, good job by Owen Brill underneath. Or was, no, Jethro wouldn't have been on the team then?
Or on the JV, maybe.
Yeah. Reed drives and pulls it out on the wing. He'll go out front to Johnson. Johnson to Brewer. Ball stolen away. Brewer tried to unload the pass. Good pass across the lane to Brady Yoder from Jethro Hosteller, and Brady bangs it in off the glass.
Yeah, he just muscled that one up. That was a tough fast break because we didn't have a clear opening. I think it's their biggest lead of the game now.
40-29. The 11-point lead now for Westview.
I like the idea to double number 20 out there. And
Brewer, yeah.
Yeah, Brewer, make him make a pass. That has seemed to be pretty effective.
Johnson, he'll go right side to Reed. Reed downloaded Johnson. Bounce pass underneath the muffler. He'll put it up, missed the shot. Good defense. And it's yanked down by Brady Yoder, and he's fouled by Brewer.
Well, Brady's not getting a ton of open looks, but he's doing some of the other stuff right now that we've seen him do early in the year, where he's a lot of rebounds and some of the dirty work. Doing what's needed. He sees Jethro's got it going tonight, and
Jethro with 12. He leads the team in scoring at this point, 40-29.
Looks like we're going to a little bit of a spread offense here. I don't think this is to kill the clock. I think it's just to give him a different look and
Minix, his second.
Open up the middle a little bit.
Got it there. Timeout called by Coach Bentley and the Eastside Blazers. 42-29. Westview has pulled out to a 13-point lead with 3:49 to go, third quarter. We'll be back with more from Westview right after this 30-second timeout.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Hyde Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Hyde Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Hyde Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
What?
I'll tell you later. We're back at Westview. 42-29, 3:49 to go, third quarter. Westview with the 13-point lead. Eastside will be inbounding right in front of us. It'll be Santino Brewer bringing it in. Brady Lehman is checked back into the ball game. Minnick with the inbound pass. He'll go left side with it to Reed. Reed feeds Moffler down low, feeds Brewer then, and Brewer puts it up and in.
Yeah, it could have been a travel there, but the referee said he was juggling the ball as he was driving and passing.
Brill on the baseline to Jethro, gets it back to Brill. Minix inside to Luke Helmuth. He tries to put up the shot and was mugged in there, but no whistle. And now we have a whistle and a call on a foul on Luke Helmuth, his third foul. Not sure what Luke did there.
Yeah, I think some of these need to be no calls. I mean, a foul is defined as physical contact that creates an advantage. He was on his back, and the guy had the ball. I didn't see much of an advantage there. So, regardless, they called timeout, scored, and got the ball back. So here we go.
Inside, Moffler puts it up strong, got it. 10 now for Moffler, 42-33. As Eastside has the lead cut down to 9 now. Brady inside, pulls it way out front now. Tries to drive on Brewers, picked up by Brady Lehman. Pass inside is errant, and it's picked up by Reed. Reed drives it to the bucket. Long on the shot, and Santino Brewer pulls down the offensive rebound. Cross court, wide open for the three, and it's good by Reed, and all of a sudden, Eastside has cut it to 6.
Yeah, we just fell asleep there on defense.
Coach Gribble wants to talk things over. 2:25 to go, third quarter. Westview 42, Eastside 36. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
57-32?
52.
Oh.
And we're back at Westview. 42-36, Westview with a 6-point lead. 2:25 to go, third quarter.
Well, I think Coach Bribble has really had a good demeanor on the sideline this year, and his team responds to his timeouts. It's fairly animated in that timeout. I think it's really frustrating. You've worked hard. You got you a 13-point lead.
Right.
And then you give up 2 layups and you have forced turnovers, and you just want to pull your hair out of your coach sometimes. So let's see. Let's get it back here, get a good basket and a stop, and we can reverse the momentum.
Good time to call a timeout. We'll see if it helps. Brill goes to Helmuth right side. He'll give off to Brady. Brady being hawked on defense by Santino Brewer.
Yeah, kind of curious. Touch fouls are being called on one end, and then Brady's getting bodied all over the place, and they're not calling anything.
Coming up from behind on that one was Ryder Reed, and he picked up the foul. 3rd foul on Eastside. Brady Yoder will inbound for Westview underneath their own bucket off to the left. Hands it off. Oh, good move by Luke, but he can't finish. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Luke, and it'll be Eastside basketball.
Yeah, nice play there. Just couldn't finish. Well, if you're Eastside, you got to be happy where you're at. You come in as a big underdog. You're right in the game. Just 2-possession game.
Eastside, part of this sectional, right?
Yes.
Minnick into the paint, has it knocked away into the hands of Owen Brill. Brady takes a quick 3, and he hits, and he should have been fouled.
That was a rain. That thing hit. Did that hit the strap?
It's moving.
It's moving. I don't know if that was the backboard they got hit or what.
Maybe. Anyway, that was...
it was a rainmaker.
Yes, it was. Foul outside. That's going to be on Westview.
Yeah, I don't mind that foul. It's an aggressive foul.
Goes against Brill, his first.
Well, it's as good that we get a chance to see Eastside before sectional in case we play them then. It gives you a chance to adjust, know who to expect, what to expect. They got some nice players. They got a nice Moffler inside, a Mogler, however you say his name.
Moffler, yeah.
And, he's created kind of a problem in there. Of course, Brewer just kind of does a little bit of everything.
Brewer is an athlete. Brady against Brady there. Brady Yoder, Brady Lehman, and Brady Lehman picks up the foul. First foul on Lehman. Brady Yoder will inbound in front of Camden Yoder on the bench. Brady pulls up, takes a 15-footer, and he misses. Rebound, Brady Lehman. Santino Brewer inside to Moffler. Puts it up, doesn't make it, bodies foul. It'll be a 2-shot foul coming for Caden Moffler.
Yeah, Brady has missed a layup and then that shot.
Right.
Way off. And they're getting away with some hip checks out there is what they're getting away with because you got a 1,000-point score. He's been
not gonna miss that.
He's been on this game, and to miss that far off, something's going on with his rhythm.
Shot by Moffler from the stripe is good. He has 11. Eastside 14 fouls. Westview with 3 team fouls.
With this basket, Eastside will meet their season average.
Yeah, they're at 38.8, and they've just about hit it now as Moffler hits his free throw.
Well, one thing about Westview, we're not a lockdown defensive team this year.
Yeah, that's
Second,
true.
we shoot it more, and so there's more possessions. And so it's not unusual for teams to eclipse their average against us, but we eclipse what the other team's been giving up too. So
Westview with a 58.6 point per game average coming in, 54 given up. Eastside 38.8 and 44.5 points given up. 23 seconds to go, third quarter, and Westview will spread it out. Minnick controls out front with Minnick on him from Eastside. Now to Helmuth. Helmuth drives it hard, puts it up, dotted off the glass.
Looks like you drew it up.
And that worked out perfectly. Long shot is no good and off the mark by Eastside. We played 3. Westview 47, Eastside 38. We'll be back with a fourth quarter right after this 60-second timeout.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,400.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week, scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken, and then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
Back at Westview. Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Thought I'd save your voice for the key calls of the game. But Westview creaked it back out to a 9-point lead, but we just cannot put Eastside away. They're kind of pesky, and, they got some good players. And one thing they're doing that surprised me is they're beating us back on transition. They're getting some points off transition when we miss, and we got to hustle back a little bit better.
We outscored them 18-13 in that third quarter.
It didn't feel like it, did it?
It didn't.
But
No,
we
I
were
was surprised.
Guess we were only up 4 at halftime. So.
Right. Bounce pass down low to Moffler. Now he gets it to Brewer. Caught underneath, but he was able to get it up and in.
Yeah, just not sharp backside defense that time. When they drive baseline, they're going to look to dish underneath, and our top guard's got to drop, and we didn't drop quick enough.
Drill down low to Minix. Back out front to Camden Yoder. He'll give off to Luke Helmuth.
That basket by Luke at the end of the quarter gave him 10 for the game, and we now have 3 guys in double figures.
Camden with a 3. And he got it. Second 3 of the night for Camden Yoder, the sophomore. 10-point lead.
You just got to appreciate Camden. Some games he doesn't play. Other games he plays quite a bit. Or, he just takes advantage of his opportunities. Good to see.
Played the first couple games, and he scored well. He had, I think, a 9-point game early on.
Yeah, he did.
A couple of those. And
just having another shooter out there really helps.
Brady takes the 3 after Brewer was knocked off the ball but can't get it to go, and Eastside comes up with it.
Yeah, probably a little bit of a forced shot right there.
Well, he found himself free because Brewer had lost his balance, so he thought he'd take advantage of it, but he did it quick.
He hadn't seen many open looks tonight.
No, that's true. Brewer down the baseline, shoots it across to Minnick. Minnick passes up the opportunity there in the corner and gives off to Reed out front.
Brewer is really good at driving and passing opposite.
Well, that's what he was about to do there before he got fouled. And I think that was on Brady. That'll be his first and the team fourth, so both teams now with 14 fouls. 6:05 to go in the ball game. 50-40, Westview by 10. Brewer, quick pass inside to Moffler. He'll put it up, got it.
Yeah, Brewer's almost better as a passer than he is as a scorer. He really creates for a lot of people out there.
He's had a couple passes tonight that were just too hot to handle for his teammates, but boy, he sees the guys that are open and gets them the ball or tries to. Minnick's way out front with Clayton Minnick on him from Eastside. He'll hand it off now to Luke Helmuth.
Interesting to see how long we'll stay in this offense. I mean, we've been very successful when we've run it.
Luke left side, and he has his hand chopped down on by Brewer.
We'll be shooting free throws here before long. A couple more fouls.
Brewer picks up his third. Brady will inbound. He'll bounce pass it in to Luke Helmuth. Right back to Brady. Takes it left side. He'll put up the jumper short. Tipped out of bounds by Helmuth. It'll be Eastside basketball. Eastside has chopped the Warrior lead down to 8. Chance to chop into that lead a little bit more with their possession here. Brewer brings it up. He'll go left side of Minnick. Minnick in the corner. Moffler will put the shot up. It's going to be short. Offensive rebound by Brewer, and a reverse layup is good. Down to 6.
Well, we've had 2 straight possessions with really forced shots.
Wide open is Brill from the corner. His shot short. Flying in for the rebound was Loden Johnson. Quickly up court to Brewer. Brewer takes it all the way to the hole, misses a shot. Minnick's quickly back the other way for Westview. He'll give off to Brady. Brady penetrates the lane and gives off to Minnick's wide open for 3. Nothing but net for Wiley.
Yeah, that was a big turnaround right there. We were looking at giving up a layup or a foul.
That was huge. 53-44 now. Westview up by 9. Johnson goes left side to Reed. Now back to Johnson, and a foul that's going to be called on Luke Helmuth. That'll be number 4 on Luke.
Yeah, I just don't know how it. I didn't quite see it. He must have reached in.
Just a bump. Jethro Hostetler back into the ball game. Camden Yoder comes out. Westview fans give him a good round of applause. Camden was 6 off the bench tonight, both threes. Played well in his role. Inbound pass comes to Brewer. Brewer takes it right side on a dribble, and then a spin move inside, and he throws it out of bounds, but they say it was off the hands of Westview. Looked like he just lost the handle and it went out of bounds.
Yeah, there wasn't anybody close enough to touch that.
I think they're going to reverse it. Is the outside official, and now he's going to.
Nobody wants to take credit for it. No, I didn't see it.
It's going to be Westview ball. That's the right call.
Yeah, Coach Bentley shaking his head, but deep down he knows that's the right call.
Yeah.
He was hoping to get away with one there.
Right.
Well, to win sectional, you're going to have games that are tight. You've got to execute in the last 4 minutes. Let's see what we can do here.
53-44.
Eastside going to a little bit of a trap.
Jethro inside. Gives it to Brill. Out front to Luke Helmuth. To Brady. Back to Luke. Now to Owen in the corner. He takes it down the baseline. Kind of throws up a dangerous pass, and we have a whistle and a foul on Minnick on a reach in.
The rule always is if you're going to drive baseline, you better have a 100% shot opportunity. And Owen had about a 95% shot opportunity, but he got cut off, and he'll learn from that.
Lob pass comes into Brady, and he out-jumped Santino Brewer that time.
That's got to be a foul, my goodness.
Yeah, he's bumping him. Brady gets it back, drives it into the paint, shots up with a right hand and good.
I think the call tonight is we're not going to call any foul when Brady shoots. Good grief.
15 points now for Brady, and we have a blocking foul. Oh my, that'll be it for Luke.
Yeah, that's
got mowed over.
Well, and that's a worthwhile attempt when you're not in foul trouble.
Right.
But that's also where early in the game, think about the little ticky-tack fouls you got called for.
Yeah.
You're on the floor. You've already had the ball taken from you. Don't reach up and grab somebody. We need you in the game at the end of games. And now he's not.
Still plenty of time left with this 9-point lead. Well, 11-point lead.
Yeah, definitely. As we've seen tonight,
it kind of disappears in a hurry, doesn't it?
It does.
55-44.
Plus, you take probably our best rebounder, one of our best ball handlers, and defenders off the floor for the last 3 minutes.
Luke out, Camden in. Double team out there on Minnick. Minnick loses his balance. Now they're going to blow the whistle, and it's going to be a foul on Camden, his second.
Yeah, I think the fans are starting to say, how in the world can Brady get hacked on every time he shoots? And the guy falls down because you back up, and they call it. But
he lost his balance. I don't think he was pushed down.
No, he wasn't. Camden did a good job of getting in front of him. It's kind of like the pull the chair out deal,
Yeah.
Let them fall on their own.
Right.
Oh, there's the makeup foul.
Spins, yes.
So now we'll shoot 1-on-1.
So we'll come to the other end on the missed free throw and the attempted rebound. That foul goes against Ryder Reed. That'll be his 4th. Started guard for Eastside. At the free throw line, Jethro Hostetler. I don't think Jethro's been there at all tonight. In fact, not many Warriors have been. Jethro hits his free throw and get one more on the bonus.
Well, like Coach said, we're a perimeter shooting team. Don't get as many free throws.
That's true. Luke's been there. Jethro hits them both.
Hey, how about both ends of a 1-and-1?
Hey. Let's start something here.
That's how you win games.
That's right. Start a streak. Minnick in the corner pops a quick three and he hits. Man,
that guy doesn't miss, does he?
No, and he kind of was looking away like he was looking for the pass, and then halfway up he decided to shoot. 57-47, back down to a 10-point lead now for Westview. 2:36 to go. A little half-court trap there by Eastside. Westview breaks it. Brady Yoder, Santino going at it. Minix, he'll get it to Jethro. Jethro drives the lane and shoots it back to Brady. Brady double team, gets it off to Minix. Minix double team, trying to go through it, and he's fouled by Brewer.
That is his fourth. So 4 each on he and number 22, Reed.
Yeah, Reed.
Yeah. Well, and that's why you want to keep hitting your free throws. They'll come down and throw in a three.
You never know. Minnick's first appearance at the free throw line tonight. He has 8 points, still has 8. Oh, Jethro with the offensive rebound off the free throw.
I'd say Jethro has to be our player of the game tonight. He's really
so.
played well on both ends.
14 points for Jethro. Done an excellent job on defense. Minnick's. And he throws it right into the hands of Moffler. He'll give it to Santino Brewer. Drives to the basket. Brady shuts him off on the baseline. He'll get it out of trouble to 24, Loden Johnson. Brewer steps back for a three and hits.
Somehow we just knew that was going to go in, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. That's his first three of the night.
Well, I think we need to be aggressive here. Let's go to the basket. We're just protecting the ball, and I know we're killing the clock, but
that'll be it for Ryder Reed as he commits his fifth foul of the game. So the junior will come to the bench, finishes up with 6 points for Coach Bentley. And Brady Yoder will try to extend the 7-point Westview lead from the charity stripe. Brady with 15. And now 16 as he hits his first free throw tonight.
It's been kind of a quiet 16, hasn't it?
Yeah, it is. He had 8 in the first half, so he's pretty much split it up. Second shot is good. He bangs that home. 59-50. Westview by 9. Brewer fakes outside, gives out the Minix three in the air. No good. Kind of a clunker. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Camden Yoder. It'll be Eastside basketball. Minnick will inbound for Eastside. Bounce pass comes into Moffler. He'll pop a three. That's way off. Rebound, Brady Yoder. He'll advance it up court, and then we have a reach in from behind by Minnick. He picks up, I believe, foul number 2.
Yeah, and that will be 2 shots.
Double bonus now for Westview. Brady, well, maybe I shouldn't say.
You worried about the announcer jinx?
Yeah.
Okay. Not a bad thought.
He's doing well. We'll say that. 18 now for Brady. 60-50, Westview back up 10. And now 11. Timeout on the court. Minute 3 to go in the ball game. Westview with an 11-point lead, 61-50. We'll be back right after this 60-second timeout.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
His brother's a producer. Back at Westview, 61-50, 11-point lead for Westview.
Well, this gives us the opportunity to see some of these players like Camden and Owen in late game situations. They haven't been in those situations before. And
yeah.
Sectional, weird stuff happens. You never know who's going to be in where and who gets in foul trouble and all that.
Minnick drives, and we should have an offense. It's going to be a blocking foul. Camden was camped out under there. But
I think he fell a little bit too early.
Well, that could be. So Camden picks up personal foul number 3. Team foul number 8 on Westview. 2-shot foul coming for Minnick. Gets his first.
Now, Eastside, based on the talent I see out here, seems like they should have a little bit more than 6 wins this year.
That's what I'm thinking.
They're not a juggernaut by any means, but they got some good shooters. They got good ball handling. They got some speed.
Not a lot of size like us, but yeah, they look like a better team than their record.
Not a team necessarily that's going to be an easy out in sectional.
No, not at all. And their style of play can knock some teams off, out of their game.
Yeah, if they could get up on a team or hit a few threes, they got 5 threes tonight at least.
Yeah.
I know number 10's got 3 of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Brady hit that. I was looking down.
Yes, he hit that.
Okay.
So
I can say it now. He's 6 out of 6 from the free throw line.
Sure makes a difference when you hit your free throws at the end of the game, doesn't it?
Sure does. 11-point lead. Here's a shot by Moffler from 3, and he hits nothing but net. Quick timeout called by Coach Bentley. We'll keep it here. 42.1 seconds to go in the ball game. Westview by 11, 63-55.
Well, this is a carbon copy of how games go a lot of times. Like Coach mentioned in pregame, it's easy to throw threes in when you're down 10, 15 points, and that's what they're doing. There's really no pressure on them.
Right.
And they've hit 3 of them now in the last couple minutes to keep themselves in the game. But we're hitting our free throws. 6 for 6 by Brady. Jethro with 2 for 2.
That is good to see.
And so I think we had the 1 miss there by Minnick, so that's 8 for 9.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
That's good. Probably hit a couple more, and that should do it.
Westview led at the end of 1, 20-11, and then it was 29-25 at halftime as Eastside had come back within 4. End of 3, it was 47-38, 9-point lead for Westview. Now we stretched it out to 11 with 42 seconds to go in this ball game.
Really, that early spurt that put us up 14-7 and then 20-11 really has been a difference in this game.
Right.
It's been really even since.
Don't forget Friday night, Prairie Heights comes into the Westview Gymnasium, and that'll be a huge conference game for Westview and Prairie Heights. Looking forward to that battle. Hope you can make it out for it. Long pass down field, intercepted.
Right idea, just not a long enough pass.
Brewer intercepted. Now we have an offensive foul is going to be called underneath on Eastside.
And he's out.
And that goes against Brewer.
They're going to call all that on Luke. That's being consistent right there.
Right. Brewer out of the game. Coming in for the first time tonight is E.J. Miller, a 5'8 sophomore. Minix will inbound under pressure from the Eastside defense. Looking, bounce pass into Brill, and he's hit from behind by Loden Johnson. First foul of the night, actually the second foul on Johnson. And once again, we'll come to the other end. It'll be a 2-shot foul coming for Owen Brill on the double bonus. So Owen at the stripe for the first time tonight. He has 4. 32.6 seconds to go in the ball game. Owen misses that short.
All right, Owen, knock it down, buddy. He needs to hit a couple of these to give him some confidence from the line. There you go.
Yeah. 5 now for Owen. 64-55, Westview by 9. Minnick drives, has it knocked away, but right into his teammate's hand. Now's Brewer, jump hook, no good. Rebound, Brady. Brady came down with that basketball and hit the bespectacled Minnick right in the face.
Yeah, I can feel that from here.
Yeah, that had to hurt. Westview will hold it out front. The time will run out, and the Warriors are going to win this ball game. And Westview wins it by a score of 64-55. We'll be back to take a look at game scoring right after this 2-minute break. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204. Pizza Depot on South Jefferson Street in Millersburg features delicious pizza and breadsticks, along with fresh salads. Dine in, carry out, and delivery are all available at Pizza Depot. Pizza Depot, 104 South Jefferson Street in Millersburg. 574-642-4229.
Dry Forest Wood Products in Shipshewana offers high-quality lumber drying with their vacuum kiln drying process. At Dry Forest, we believe in valuing the life of a tree by respecting its integrity and enjoying its natural beauty. Dry Forest Wood Products with over 40 years of lumber drying experience. Located at 4325 North, 675 West in Shipshewana. Call 260-768-7714.
Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
Welcome back to Westview, where we just witnessed the Warriors dispatching of the Eastside Blazers. Westview jumped out to a 9-point lead after one quarter, and for all intents and purposes, it was a tie game the rest of the way.
That's right.
So Eastside did a nice job of hanging in there. They got down by 13, I think, a couple of times, but didn't go away. Got kind of pesky, but you know, we made our free throws in the fourth quarter.
We sure
and
did.
If we wouldn't have, this would have been another nail biter. So they're learning how to win and put teams away. So for Eastside tonight, Brady Lehman had 4 points, all in the first half. Clayton Minnick had 6 in the first half, finished with 11. Santino Brewer, their leading scorer on the year, had 17 and just did a nice job of distributing the ball. Really athletic and fearless player out there. Ryder Reed had 6. Caden Mogler had 17 to match Santino Brewer. So he's, I guess, what you would call their big guy in the middle.
Yeah, 6'1".
6'1". So they did not have a lot of size, and Westview for once had matched up pretty well size-wise. For Westview tonight, really Jethro Hostetler, I think overall had a really good game. Almost double his scoring average on the year, 14 points. Been averaging 7.8. Brady had 21, a lot of those in the fourth quarter from the free throw line. Camden Yoder added 3 in each half, I believe.
Yeah.
So he's had 6. Wiley Minix scored all 8 of his in the second half. And Owen Brill added 5. And Luke Helmuth, before getting an early rest on the bench because of fouls, upped his average a little bit. He'd been averaging 8.5 and finished with 10. So we have 3 guys in double figures. Wiley almost made it a 4th.
Good distribution.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, it was just one of those games. Let's just win it. It wasn't our best performance, but, Eastside came in ready to play, played well, hit their shots, and it was just a good high school game. Both teams fought hard. We just had a little bit more than they had. So, good win. We'll take it. Now we're, 12-5?
12-5 and 6-2. 12-5 overall, 6-2 in the Northeast Corner Conference.
Yep, with a really a measuring stick game Friday.
Yes.
We've risen to the challenge. We seem to play good teams well and average teams average, and the good teams coming in here.
That's right.
With Prairie Heights. So
Yeah.
can we match that intensity and adjust to not having a player around that we've had out there? I think that makes a difference.
I think there was some adjustment involved in this game tonight, and I think we saw it kind of come around in that second half. But, yeah, you're bound to have a little bit of an adjustment they have to make when you lose a starter.
Definitely,
So.
definitely. And a distributor, a ball handler. He can score as well. And I don't know what his defensive steals per game average is, but it seems like he always had 3 or 4 of them a game.
Right. So, of course, that'll be a huge game. I'm glad it's here for Westview's sake. I think it's good that we have that home court advantage because Prairie Heights is a tough team. And that should be a dandy, and I hope we have this place rocking on Friday night.
Absolutely. Let's prepare the gym for sectional because it's going to be rocking then.
That's right, exactly. Eastside falls to 6-11 now, and they are now 0-7 in the Northeast Corner Conference. They'll travel to Garrett on Friday night while Westview's hosting Prairie Heights right here. Glad you could join us tonight for this ball game. Once again, the final score: Westview 64 and Eastside 55. Westview a winner again tonight. Tonight's game sponsor was Weaver Furniture Sales with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, and then the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. This evening's game was also brought to you by Dale's Dependable Handyman Service. Also by Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka, Stutzman Power Equipment, just west of Shipshewana on US 20, Height Auto Body on US 20 west in LaGrange, by Freedom Finish Works in Topeka, by Dry Forest Wood Products on County Road 675 west in Shipshewana, by LaGwana, your local creative services provider, by Animal Care Clinic of Topeka. Also by Avail Portable Toilet and Sink Rentals. By Jerry Standard Service in Middlebury. By Topeka Pharmacy in downtown Topeka. By the Van Buren Hotel, located just north on State Road 5 in Shipshewana. By Emma Warehouse. And also by Ben's Pretzels, located south of Shipshewana on State Road 5. Tonight's game has been a presentation of LaGwana Media and the IHSAA Champions Network. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you Friday night right here in the gym, but if you can't make it for it better be a good reason.
Yeah, if you got a broken leg or something.
Yeah, something like that. Or, yeah. We'll see you out here Friday. If not, join us right here at LaGwanamedia.com. Good night, everyone.